My name is Daniel. And I used to be afraid of the world. I lived in a small town where no one spoke English. My dreams were big. But my chances felt small. In school, I avoided English class. I thought it was too hard. Too different. I never imagined I would need it one day. I had no idea that learning English would change my entire life. Everything changed when I got a job at a small hotel. Many of our guests came from other countries. I couldn't help them. I only smiled and pointed. One day, a guest asked for help, and I couldn't understand a word. I felt embarrassed. That night, I made a decision. I was going to learn English. Not just for work, but for myself. I didn't want to feel powerless anymore. I wanted to connect. To grow. To travel. I downloaded a free app. Bought a notebook. And began learning 5 words a day. It wasn't easy. But something inside me had changed. I was ready to try. I started with the basics. Hello. How are you? And, where is the bathroom? Every day. I practiced speaking to myself in the mirror. I watched English videos and repeated what they said. At work, I began to use short phrases with guests. At first, I was nervous. But each time I tried, I felt a little more confident. One guest even said, "Your English is good." That small comment meant everything to me. I created a routine. 20 minutes of learning every morning. Listening to English podcasts on my way to work. And writing one short sentence each night in my notebook. It became part of my life. Soon, I understood more. I could follow conversations, read menus, and answer simple questions. The world started to open up. I also joined a free online English group. We met once a week to practice speaking. I was shy at first, but the group was friendly. They made mistakes too. And that made me feel safe. The small daily steps turned into big changes. I felt proud for the first time in a long time. After 6 months, something amazing happened. I got promoted. My manager said, "You're improving a lot. Guests are happy with your help." I couldn't believe it. I started helping with check-ins and explaining things in English. My coworkers asked for help too. I had become someone they could rely on. That one decision, to learn English, had changed how people saw me. But even more, it changed how I saw myself. I applied for an online English course with a teacher from Canada. We met once a week. She helped me with pronunciation and confidence. I learned how to describe my job, talk about my interests, and even share short stories. English wasn't just a language anymore. It was a key that unlocked new parts of my life. I met people from different countries and learned about new cultures. My thinking became bigger. And I realized something important. I had changed. I was no longer afraid of trying. I was no longer the quiet boy from a small town. I was becoming a confident speaker and a person with new dreams. One day, a guest from the US asked if I had ever thought about studying abroad. I laughed. Me? Study abroad? It sounded impossible. But that night, I started researching. There were programs for English learners who wanted to improve their skills overseas. I found one in Canada. It seemed perfect. But expensive. Still, I applied for a scholarship. I wrote a long letter, explaining my journey with English and how it changed my life. Weeks later, I got an email. I had received a partial scholarship. I cried. 6 months later, I was on a plane for the first time. I was scared, but excited. My English helped me through the airport, the flight, and even finding my homestay family. In Canada, I met people from all over the world. I learned about different ideas, foods, and cultures. I also learned more about myself. I gave a short talk at the school's closing ceremony. I spoke about my English journey. And people clapped. That moment, I knew. Learning English didn't just change my life. It gave me a whole new one. Today, I speak English with confidence. I work in international customer service. I help people every day. And I keep learning. Looking back, I'm proud of every small step I took. The late nights. The early mornings. The mistakes. The courage. It was all worth it. Learning English gave me more than a skill. It gave me self-respect. Courage. New friends. And a new path. If you're starting your English journey, I want you to know this. You can do it. Start small. Be patient. Make mistakes. Keep going. Your life can change too. Just like mine did. Don't wait for the perfect moment. The best time to begin is now. So open that notebook. Speak that word. Watch that video. Say something out loud. Because the first word you speak in English might be the first step toward a new life. Vocabulary highlights. Embarrassed. Feeling shy or ashamed. Routine. A regular habit or schedule. Pronunciation. The way words are spoken. Promoted. Given a better job or position. Scholarship. Money given to help pay for school. Homestay. Living with a local family while studying abroad. Overseas. In another country. Courage. Bravery to do something difficult. Transform. To change completely. Confidence. Belief in your own abilities.